Spokane, Washington by Pope Benedict XVI in 2010.
Today, Cardinal Cupich shares his memories of the late Pope with WGN's Sean Lewis.
Tonight, Chicago's Archbishop is remembering the late Pope Benedict, the man who elevated him to Bishop of Spokane in 2010.
Of course, I knew of him when I was a student in theology because he was a very world-famous theologian, a first-class theologian. And so I followed his career from that period on, and not only when he worked in the Vatican and became Pope, but even beforehand.
Benedict's election as leader of the world's 1.3 billion Catholics came during a turning point in the church, reeling in a vast scandal of clergy abuse.
And I know that he met with the representatives of the United States at that time and listened to them, gave them a lot of time when he was the prefect for the Congregation of Doctrine of Faith. So I think that it is important to note that he had a very singular contribution in that regard.
Of those contributions, he says, is a legacy that broke a 600-year tradition of a pope serving until death when he stepped aside, allowing a new pope to lead.
Well, there's so much in continuity with what Benedict was doing, and I think it's really noteworthy too the way that Pope Francis has been so very gracious in the way that he has interacted with Benedict during this time. It's an unprecedented situation, and I would think that it's important to note how gracious Pope Francis was in this time of real the newness of having a retired pope live at the same time as one who's on the throne of Peter.
By our nation's enslavement comes.
As Cupich makes plans to travel to Rome for the public funeral, he is looking to Benedict's time as leader as productive and transitional for the church, setting that precedent of a pope's retirement for future pontiffs.
I think that it does open the possibility of a pope resigning and because of health or age. And in fact, Pope Francis has been very forthright about saying that he would have no hesitation if he could not continue. In fact, he noted he has already signed his letter of resignation in the event he becomes incapacitated.
Sean Lewis, WGN News.
Cardinal Cupich will preside over a Mass for Pope Benedict XVI at Holy Name Cathedral on Monday at 8 a.m. It will also be live streamed on Holy Name's YouTube channel. You can find a link to that service and others at WGNTV.com.